Are you over 70 and still spending hours walking, only to feel more joint pain and fatigue with minimal results? In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the 4 scientifically proven exercises that are specifically designed for seniors over 70 that provide triple the benefits of walking in just 1/3 of the time. And wait until you hear about the 4th exercise that 97% of seniors completely overlook. Yet researchers at the National Institute on Aging have found it reduces fall risk by 55% when done just twice weekly. Martha, a 74-year-old retired teacher, walked 30 minutes daily for years, but still experienced declining mobility and balance. After replacing walking with these 4 targeted exercises within just 6 weeks, she regained confidence to travel independently and play with her grandchildren without fear of falling. Her story isn't unusual. Thousands of seniors are discovering that traditional advice about walking as the perfect exercise after 70 is actually missing critical components needed for true independence and mobility. Exercise 1. Chair-assisted squats, the foundation builder. Why are traditional squats potentially dangerous for seniors over 70? While chair-assisted squats might be the single most important movement for maintaining independence, this question lies at the heart of a major shift in geriatric fitness research that many seniors haven't heard about yet. For decades, we've been told that walking is sufficient for maintaining lower body strength, but new research tells a completely different story about what our aging bodies truly need after 70. According to extensive research from Harvard Medical School's aging study, seniors who perform modified squats twice weekly experience 42% better functional mobility compared to those who only walk. This remarkable difference comes from targeting the specific muscle groups that deteriorate fastest after 70, precisely the ones responsible for helping you stand up from chairs, toilets, and car seats without assistance. These critical movements for independence aren't sufficiently strengthened by walking alone, which primarily builds endurance rather than the functional strength needed for daily activities. The Harvard researchers specifically noted that walking, while beneficial for cardiovascular health, fails to maintain the crucial hip and thigh muscles that predict independence in later years. Frank, 78, couldn't get up from the sofa without assistance until incorporating just 8 chair squats daily into his routine. Within 3 weeks, he noticed a significant difference in his ability to rise independently, and after 6 weeks, his adult children were amazed at his newfound mobility during their monthly visit. Without regularly practicing this standing-to-sitting movement pattern, seniors face a 30% higher risk of requiring assisted living within 5 years, as reported by the Journal of Gerontology. This statistic represents one of the most preventable pathways to loss of independence, yet most seniors continue focusing exclusively on walking while these critical muscles continue to weaken daily. The solution is remarkably simple and can be started today. Begin with just 5 chair-assisted squats holding onto a sturdy chair back, twice daily, and gradually increase to 10 repetitions. Make sure the chair is placed against a wall for stability. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart and slowly lower yourself as if sitting down, but only go as far as comfortable before rising again. Keep your knees aligned with your toes and focus on feeling the muscles in your thighs and buttocks engage. Start with a higher chair or even a countertop for support if needed, and work your way to using lower surfaces as strength improves. Every day without strengthening these critical muscles means another day closer to potential dependency on others for basic movements. Don't wait until you struggle to stand up. Begin these chair squats today. Exercise 2. Modified planks, the core stabilizer. Did you know that the traditional advice to walk for core strength actually ignores the most critical stability muscles seniors need for preventing dangerous falls? This oversight in conventional senior fitness advice has led to a dangerous gap in strength development for those over 70. While walking provides many health benefits, it simply doesn't adequately activate the deep core muscles responsible for keeping your body stable when you encounter uneven surfaces, unexpected obstacles, or moments when your balance is challenged. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic's Balance Studies Center have documented that seniors with stronger core muscles from plank-type exercises reduce fall incidence by 47%. Compared to those who only walk. This striking difference emerges because planks target the transverse abdominis and multifidus, deep, stabilizing muscles that walking barely activates. These muscles form what physical therapists call your internal corset that keeps your spine and pelvis properly aligned during movement. The Mayo Clinic research specifically highlighted how these deep muscles begin to atrophy significantly after 70 unless directly targeted with specific exercises. Their findings indicate that walking alone provides less than 15% of the core activation needed to maintain these critical stabilizers. Doris, 82, prevented a potentially serious fall when stepping off a curb because her improved core stability allowed her to quickly regain balance. She attributes this near miss to the modified plank exercises she'd been practicing for just 4 weeks, giving her core muscles the reaction speed needed in that critical moment. Without specific core stability training, the muscles that keep you upright deteriorate 3 times faster after 70. Leading to the shuffling gait that precedes most serious falls. This deterioration pattern has been well documented by geriatric researchers, who note that the resulting instability often triggers a vicious cycle. Feeling unsteady leads to taking shorter steps and looking downward, which further weakens posture and increases fall risk. The solution doesn't require getting on the floor or doing traditional planks. Start with counter planks, similar to wall push-ups, but leaning forward at a 45-degree angle for just 10 seconds, 3 times daily. Stand facing a counter or sturdy table. Place your hands on the edge shoulder-width apart and walk your feet back until your body forms a straight diagonal line from head to heels. Keep your core gently tightened as if preparing for someone to tap your stomach. Hold this position initially for just 10 seconds, breathing normally, and gradually increase to 30 seconds as strength improves. For an even gentler start, try the same position against a wall at a more upright angle. Every day without core stability work increases your risk of a life-changing fall that could rob you of your independence overnight. Begin these modified planks today to build your protective core shield. Exercise 3. Resistance band rows, the posture protector. Why do so many seniors develop painful hunched posture despite regular walking? And what single exercise can reverse this dangerous condition? This question addresses one of the most visible and health-impacting changes that occur after 70. The forward head and rounded shoulder posture, so common among seniors, isn't simply an aesthetic issue. It's a serious health concern that walking doesn't prevent. In fact, the repetitive forward motion of walking without counterbalancing posterior chain strengthening can actually contribute to this problematic posture. Orthopedic specialists at Johns Hopkins Medicine have found that upper back strength deteriorates 60% faster than leg strength after 70, yet can be restored with one specific movement that walking completely misses. Their research demonstrates that the muscles between the shoulder blades, specifically the rhomboids and middle trapezius, are critical for maintaining proper spinal alignment and preventing the forward head posture that restricts breathing and increases fall risk. These muscles receive almost no stimulus during walking, causing them to weaken progressively each year. The Johns Hopkins team specifically noted that this muscle imbalance creates a domino effect of health problems: restricted breathing capacity, increased neck and shoulder pain, digestive issues from compressed organs, and significantly higher risk of compression fractures. William, 76, eliminated his chronic upper back pain in just 3 weeks after adding resistance band rows to his routine. His doctor had previously recommended more walking for his general health, but the pain between his shoulder blades continued to worsen until he targeted these specific muscles. Continued neglect of these critical back muscles leads to the painful kyphosis, hunched posture, that restricts breathing, increases fracture risk, and can reduce lifespan by up to 7 years, according to longitudinal studies at the National Institute on Aging. Their research demonstrated that seniors with excessive forward head posture experience 30% greater mortality risk, independent of other health factors, making this one of the most actionable risk factors to address immediately. The solution requires minimal equipment and just minutes per day. Secure a resistance band at chest height around a doorknob and perform 8 gentle rowing motions while seated, focusing on squeezing your shoulder blades together. Sit tall on a sturdy chair, without wheels. Hold one end of the band in each hand, with arms extended forward, and pull the band toward your rib cage while drawing your shoulder blades together. Imagine trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades at the end of the movement. Release slowly and repeat. If you don't have a resistance band, you can achieve similar benefits by sitting tall and simply pulling your elbows back and down while squeezing your shoulder blades together. Your posture is deteriorating daily without this critical exercise. Start today before the curvature becomes permanent and irreversible. Exercise 4. Single-leg balance training, the fall preventer. What simple 60-second daily exercise do physical therapists consider the single best predictor of whether a senior will maintain independence, yet 97% of seniors over 70 never perform? This question addresses perhaps the most overlooked aspect of fitness after 70, specific balance training. Despite overwhelming evidence of its importance, balance work remains the missing link in most seniors' routines. While many continue to believe that walking naturally improves balance, research clearly shows that walking on level surfaces provides minimal balance challenge once a basic fitness level is achieved. The National Institute on Aging's landmark study on fall prevention found that seniors who practice specific balance exercises reduce fall risk by 55%, while walking alone showed negligible improvement in balance metrics. This dramatic difference occurs because balance is primarily a neurological skill rather than just a function of strength. Standing on one leg challenges the proprioceptive system, your body's position sense, forcing rapid neurological adaptations that walking simply doesn't stimulate. The researchers noted that the ability to stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds is strongly correlated with all measures of independence in daily living. Even more compelling, they found that seniors who practiced single-leg stance daily experienced significant improvements in balance within just 2 weeks, rapid progress compared to most other fitness measures. Eleanor, 83, went from needing constant support while standing to confidently shopping independently after just 5 weeks of daily balance practice. Before starting her balance routine, she would clutch her daughter's arm when walking through stores, afraid of losing her balance in the busy environment. Without targeted balance training, your ability to stand on one leg decreases by approximately 40% every decade after 70, directly correlating with increased hospitalization risk. The clinical evidence is striking. Seniors who cannot maintain single-leg stance for at least 5 seconds have nearly triple the fall risk compared to those who can maintain it for 10 seconds or more, according to studies published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society. The solution is perhaps the simplest of all our exercises: requiring no equipment and just seconds per day. Start by standing behind a sturdy chair, holding lightly with one hand, and lift one foot just 1 inch off the ground for 10 seconds. Then switch sides. Begin with just 10 seconds per leg, twice daily, near a counter or sturdy chair for support. As your confidence improves, try using just fingertip support, then no hands for brief periods. The goal is to build up to 30 seconds per leg without support. For additional challenge as you improve, try closing your eyes briefly or performing the exercise on different surfaces. Your balance is literally deteriorating while you watch this video, but you can begin reversing this dangerous decline today with this simple exercise that takes less than a minute to perform. Let me ask you an important question. How confident would you feel knowing your risk of a life-altering fall has been cut in half? These 4 exercises, chair-assisted squats, modified planks, resistance band rows, and single-leg balance training, target the specific weaknesses that develop after 70 that walking simply doesn't address. By spending just 15 minutes daily on these targeted exercises, you're not just maintaining independence, you're actively reclaiming abilities you thought were lost to age. Which of these 4 exercises will you try first? Share your experience in the comments below. If you found this information valuable for maintaining your independence, hit the like button and subscribe for more science-backed advice specifically for vibrant living after 70. Share this video with a friend over 70 who still believes walking is enough. You might be giving them the gift of continued independence.